back, and we'll take you live now to New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio talking about vaccines and masks in New York. That news we shared with you at the top of the show. Let's listen.
Vaccination for workers and customers in indoor dining, in indoor fitness facilities, indoor entertainment facilities. This is going to be a requirement. The only way to patronize these establishments indoors will be if you're vaccinated, at least one dose. The same for folks in terms of work. They'll need at least one dose. This is crucial because we know that this will encourage a lot more vaccination. We've seen it already. We've seen the impact of the mandate we've put in place for city workers already starting to move people to vaccination. We've obviously seen the positive impact of incentive as well. The goal here is to convince everyone that this is the time. If we're going to stop the Delta variant, the time is now. And that means getting vaccinated right now. This new policy will be phased in over the coming weeks. So we've been working with the business community, getting input. We're going to do more over the next few weeks. The final details of the policy will be announced and implemented in the week of August 16th. So over the next couple of weeks, getting more feedback, finalizing the policy, publishing it, and beginning to implement it. We'll then spend most of a month educating people, going out to businesses, receiving calls from businesses, answering questions and concerns, making sure everyone understands the new approach. And then on September 13th, during that week, we'll begin inspections and enforcement. So we want to give businesses, big and small, a chance to get acclimated. We want to make adjustments based on their input. But this will move forward starting in the week of August 16th, and then full enforcement and inspection begins the week of September 13th, which is very pertinent because that's the first full week after Labor Day when we really expect a lot more activity in this city. Now, I'll tell you, we know those conversations with the business community are crucial. We've had a lot of them already. What we're hearing from so many folks in the business community is they understand it's time, but they need government to lead. That's going to help them to do what they need to do. Not everyone's going to agree with this. I understand that. But for so many people, this is going to be the life-saving act that we're putting a mandate in place. It's going to guarantee a much higher level of vaccination in this city. And that is the key to protecting people and the key to our recovery.
All right, so I've gone on a little trip, and I'm in the middle, almost geographically the middle of British Columbia, just west of Vanderhoof, and I came across this. I'm like, what the hell? It's like a jail in the middle of nowhere. But hey, conspiracy theories come true every day in 2020 and 2021. So if you don't believe it, wake the fuck up. So in the middle of nowhere, one is too many. So what the hell is this for? People need to wake the fuck up. So who are these for? Who are all these camps for? And why is there electric fences? Electric fence and barbed wire. It's a frickin' prison. Share this video. Find out. This is in British Columbia, just west of Vanderhoof. Okay, gotta go.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 3 and verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. I want to give all honor, glory, and infinite praises to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem SHAQADAN. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect scattered abroad, pushing His truth and sincerity. Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem SHAQADAN, Barakathum, to Zaquanium, Wa'akim, Wa'quafium. You know, you elders, you brothers, you sisters, the hopeful elect, out there laboring, keeping the commandments to the best of your ability, giving diligence to make your call and election sure, and of course, keeping faith in Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, in these last days and these perilous times that we're living in. This is Brother Pashai, Bon Yasha'Allah, and this will be a quick lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai on Evil E is a mad scientist. And also the FDA aims to give full approval of the potion, you know, which indicates what? That the hour of temptation is not at hand. Because once the FDA fully approves the Icky Vicky, you know, the potion, right, they're going to really crack down hard on it, man. They're going to mandate it everywhere, you know, because there's something inside of that juice, that potion that they want you to have to make your body more reactant to them, you know, 5G towers, you know. So who knows, in a couple months, you know, a little while we out of here, but, you know, a couple years, who knows, people may be turned into the night of the living dead, man, for real. That's not far-fetched, you see, because inside sources, I believe it was Elder Apostle Gabar, he did a quick lesson, like in transit on his way to camp. I don't know if it was last week, it had to be last week, or was it this past Saturday? I can't fully remember, Salakia, but he brought out a video of someone with inside sources basically going into the 5G towers they was putting up all 2020, and how once they fully turn it on, those that have the potion, the Icky Vicky, is gonna make your body reacting to it, and they will be able to fully control you. You see, make you basically like whatever's inside that juice is gonna make you what? A docile slave, basically. You know, so these are the times we're approaching the hour of temptation, because there's no way that this Crown Royale came last year, and only in a year and a couple months basically they came out with a juice for it, man. That makes no sense. That's against Esau's own science, you know. Which proves he a pseudoscientist, man. You know, he's a false scientist, so-called, right? But he's a mad scientist, man. This dude is insane. Because I'm gonna get some articles. I'm not gonna read the entire article, just probably the titles, because Esau, he's chopping channels down left and right. But this all approaching the hour of temptation. All our faith is gonna get tested, man, because they're gonna, threaten our jobs, threaten our homes. We can't get food. We can't go to the gym. We can't go to movies. We can't do none of those things. Which, who cares about the movies and gym, stuff like that? But when it comes to necessities, food, water, shelter, that's when your faith can have to be on swole. Because of course, if they say you can't go to the gym, all right, who cares? I work in my house. If they say you can't go to movies, I watch a movie at my house. I don't care. But when it comes down to food, water, shelter, full faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Ultimately, all those things, full faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. You see, because this is the time that we're approaching the hour of temptation, right? So I'm gonna read this one more time from the top, then get some articles and get some more precepts, and I'll be the lesson. Now the videos you've seen in the intro, though, the first one is Mayor de Blasio. Basically, what he was going into was mandating the Crown Royale potions, Icky Vickies, for certain indoor activities, and I believe it was performances like concerts or whatever the case you want to go to, different things like Broadway shows. Indoor dining, like restaurants, whatever the case may be. I believe movie theaters as well, stuff like that, right? And our order goes into effect August 16th, with full enforcement the beginning of September 13th, right? So it says in this article, matter of fact, so I can make the precept one more time, then get to the article. So it says, Revelation 3 verse 10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience. Now it's talking about the elect. They kept the word of his patience. I mean, they was suffering, enduring, being patient in his truth, Yahweh Shai said, what? I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. Meaning what? I'm going to deliver you. I'm going to strengthen you, during these terrible times. All right, I'll keep thee from the hour of temptation. Meaning he's going to, have mercy upon us, which shall come upon all the world. So this hour of temptation going to come upon all the world. That's why you see brothers scattered to the four corners of the earth pushing his word. And throughout the four corners, this is going to happen, man. So there's no leaving America and try to go to some remote country somewhere. No, this is going to happen everywhere. You see? Which shall come upon all the world to try to test one's faith, them that dwell upon the earth. So this is going to be a trial of our faith, man. Satan being the tempter, who's a physical counterpart of the spirit of Satan, Evil E, the mad scientist, man. You see? And he's going to threaten to take away certain of your comfortabilities, that your day-to-day lives, your house, your job, your car, you know, Grubhub, Uber Eats, whatever, you know, he gonna threaten to take those things away. You see, and that's where faith comes in. Like, how am I gonna eat? You know, what am I gonna wear? Like, you know, where am I gonna live? You know, what am I gonna drink? That's all up to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know, that's where our faith fully gotta come in, man. You know, and that's why the Lord been building us up since we first came into this faith, came to this truth. You see, because it takes faith to pray. It takes faith to go out there to the highways and the byways and teach the word. You know, making our bodies a living sacrifice. You know, making ourselves like fools for Mashiach's sake, as is written in the scriptures. You see, that all takes faith. To pray, it takes faith, man. You know, all of that takes faith to watch the videos. That takes faith in itself. Of course, we watching it in truth and sincerity, because you got those that watch for entertainment. You know, they're off. But brothers watch video lessons. You know, elders. You know, camp lessons, stuff like that. 2 hours long, 1 hour, 40 minutes, 30 minutes, 20 minutes. And brothers watch the whole thing through, take notes. That's faith right there, man. You know? So we already got that faith. So when that time come, the scriptures say what? Isaiah 33 verse 6, for knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. And that's also the beginning of wisdom, man. The fear of the Lord. So that's going to keep us stable and calm and cool and collective, you know, during them terrible times. The wisdom and knowledge the Lord blessed bestowed upon us from on high. You know, so let's get some of these articles. Oh yeah, Slack, in the second video you've seen, that was from the elder brother. I forgot his name, so I'm not gonna try to butcher it. But GMS Vegas sit down was 144 bar. Forgot the elder brother's name, Salakia. But he posted a video clip like 4 days ago, going into how this Edomite, I believe he was in British Columbia, and he came across like a humongous prison-looking thing, which was like a FEMA camp, a concentration camp, an isolation facility, whatever you want to call it. Right, and it says one is one too many. You know, has something with the COVID on it. You know, the Crown Royale, something like that. So basically, like a facility, you know, a detention center where they can be housing people, because that's what concentration mean. A concentrated, meaning like a whole bunch of people in one spot together. Concentration camps. So you're gonna put a whole bunch of people inside them prisons, man. And that's in Revelation, the 2nd chapter, which I'm going to get as well through the Spirit of Prophet Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So these are the time that we're approaching, man. That's why it's, you know, important to be on your watch. It's important to pray, to fast, all these things, man, because, and also be willing to forsake everything for Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Your job, your house, your car, anything, man. Anyone that come in between you and the Most High, it's time to cut them off. Because we're approaching that time to be, you know, fully locked and loaded. Okay, this is it. Because this is clearly the end, you know, but people in the world, they don't see it. You know, but the Lord bless our eyes to see and our ears to hear. But let's read this article right here, right? So it says, New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio will mandate crown icky-vickies for certain indoor activities. And it says, this was published August 3rd. Now, this is published August 3rd, 2021, 5 hours ago, right? Then it says the order goes into effect August 16th with full enforcement beginning September 13th. So they coming down hard, also because they know they got a short time. It also says this in the key points. It says, de Blasio said the mandate, known as the key to NYC Pass, will encourage increased immunizations to combat the spread of the Delta Crown Royale variant. The mayor's order comes just a day after de Blasio mandated icky-vickies for all of the city's new hires. Right, so you want to go to Broadway shows, you want to do certain things, you got to take the icky-vicky, man. So it says, hold up, Salakia. Right, let's read on down. So right here it says, New York City Mayor de Blasio mandated inoculations for a range of indoor venues at a news conference Tuesday morning, requiring proof of icky-vickies from employees and customers of indoor eateries, gyms, and entertainment centers. The order goes into effect August 16th, like I just read, with full enforcement beginning September 13th. De Blasio said the mandate, known as the key to NYC Pass. I just read all of this, Salakia, right? Same thing. But let's see if anything else I want to read on this. This, you know, the title says it all, basically, right? Salakia, let's see. Yeah, so I'll try my best to link these articles in the description box below. But from there, I want to read the title of the article that the brother SHAQADAN, he sent me, I believe, like last night, if I'm not mistaken, or 2 days ago. Can't fully remember at the moment, but it was published Friday, July 30th, right? And it says CDC study shows 74% of people infected in Massachusetts C outbreak, right? The Crown Royale outbreak, were fully icky-vickied. You see? They were fully icky vicky, but they still got infected with the C, with the Crown Royale. That makes no sense. This man is insane if he expects us to believe anything he says. You know, how does 74% of people get infected, you know, with the Crown Royale and they were fully icky vicky? You know, isn't the icky vicky supposed to make you immune to it? But also, you go into the definition of vaccine. If you go into the definition of it, it literally says, basically, they're injecting you with the virus or disease to make your body develop an immunization to it. Something along those lines, right? So they're basically giving it to you, you know? So these new Delta variants that come from people that's juiced up. So these people that's falling for this. The scripture say what? Let's get a quick precept. Because these people that's falling for everything Esau says, they're out of their goddamn mind. And excuse my French. Psalms, no, it's Proverbs. Right, it's definitely Proverbs 14 and verse 15. And it says, or is it 15 and 14? Let's see. It's not Proverbs, Salakia. 1 second, Yasha Allah. I'll find this quick precept. Proverbs 14 and 15, it says, the simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going. So the simple gonna believe everything he is told. And I want to get that in NLT right fast. You know, I noticed one of the brothers bring it on NLT through the spirit, so I want to do the same right fast. NLT. Let me see. Proverbs 15 and verse 14. Let's see. So it says, Mislakia. Man, I went to the wrong chapter. It's Proverbs 14, not 15. Right? Proverbs, the 14th chapter. In verse 15, it says, only simpletons believe everything they're told. You see, so these people are simpletons. They believe everything that they're told. You know, oh, take this, you'll be cured, you know, you'll be all right, whatever. But now they got it, but now they're spreading it. Now they're super spreaders. You're a simpleton. You believe everything you're told. Only simpletons believe everything they're told. The prudent carefully consider their steps. You see that? So you can't, you know, we can't make this up, you know? So let's go back to the article, right? No, I got another one. Matter of fact, I'll read this right fast. Slocky. So it says about three-fourths of people infected in the Massachusetts C19 outbreak were fully icky against the C, the Crown Royale, with 4 of them ended up in the hospital, according to new data published Friday by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, which is a place where they house the deadliest diseases. You know what I'm saying? The elder Apostle Gabar brought that out. Right, so this is the new data published in the U.S. agency's Morbidity and Mortality Weekly Report also found that fully vaccinated people who get infected carry as much of the virus in their nose as unvaccinated people and could spread it to other individuals. So there's no end to this thing. This Winston Churchill, he brought this out. He literally said he a devil. He said what? Never let a good crisis go to waste. That's their motto, these devils. Never let a good crisis go to waste. So they're not going to let this crisis go to waste, man. They're going to use it for their agenda to bring forth what? The NWO. Now, this article right here says this. FDA aims to give final approval for Pfizer vaccine by early next month. You see? So now once the FDA fully approves this thing, they're going to come down hard with that great wrath, man. Or it says the Food and Drug Administration's move is expected to kick off more vaccination mandates for hospital workers, college students, and federal troops, right? Then it says, inoculation, all right. Workers at mass vaccination site preparing doses of Pfizer's C19 vaccine in Newark in June. Full approval of the vaccine could help increase inoculation rates, right? So it says Washington, this is published August 3rd, 2021. It says Washington, with the new surge of C19 infections ripping through much of the United States, the Food and Drug Administration has accelerated its timetable to fully approve Pfizer BioNTech's C19 vaccine, aims to complete the process by the start of next month. People involved in the effort said. So basically by next month, that's when you're about to crack down, man. You know, and next month, will be in September. Very be in September. Which gonna, was leading to, that's the fall time, leading to what? The winter, dark winter, Operation Dark Winter. So we know what Esau's planning, man. So let's get a couple precepts, and I'll be the lesson as per use edified through the spirit of Prophet Yahweh Shai. As they run the scriptures, we got to remain on our watch. Second Esdras, the 9th chapter says what? Measure thou the time diligently in itself, man. We got to be diligent in measuring the time, understanding the time that we in. Scripture say what? It's better to go to the house of mourning than the house of feasting. It's not the time to be partying and parlaying, and just, fully, trying to get entertained and all of this and fun. No, it's time to be austere. We're in some serious, dangerous times, man. This devil about to come down with wrath. And times past, when our nation knew that the enemy was coming in, they'll put sackcloth upon their head and go on a fast, man. It's like an ash upon their head, and wear sackcloth, and go on a fast, to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, to have mercy upon us, because we know the enemy was coming in. So our people, 2/3 don't see what's going on. Only the elect, understand what's going on. So we're in that state of what? Mourning. We're not in a state of, every day we just want to party and parlay. Nah, like we got to do these video lessons. We got to teach. We got to edify, because we're approaching the times where this devil about to come down and try to slaughter all of us, man. That's Esau's goal, to kill all of us. But the Lord can lift up a standard for his elect. Right, let's read this, Revelation 12, verse 12. And I don't care if I read these precepts every day, because this is the time that we in. Revelation 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down to you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. You see that? So this man, is he about to come down with great wrath, man? He know he got a short time. He knows his rulership, his kingdom is through. So he's trying to hurry up and enforce his NWO and using this to further that agenda. And he got that on Georgia Guidestones, maintain humanity under 500 million, with a perpetual balance with nature, some BS. This dude is a devil, man. Let's read this, Revelation 2 and 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Right? Because we're going to have to suffer a lot of things in these last days. We're going to have to suffer losses, probably loved ones we may lose, houses, cars, our comfortability of our beds. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things, man. We have to lose on the side of jobs, right? So fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, like you've seen in that video clip, them different isolation facilities. We're going to get cast into them, man. Some of us are going to get cast into these things, man. So it says, behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, concentration camps and stuff like that, that ye may be tried. They're going to try us in there. Because Esau, he deals with submitting. Basically, he wants you to submit to him. Because if Esau really wanted, if the Lord allowed him to, Esau could just grab everyone up, the military, chain you up, and inject you with it. But that's not how Esau going to roll. He wants you to say, okay, I'm going to take it. That's why he's taking these measures as saying, listen, if you want to indoor dine, if you want to go to the Broadway shows, if you want to, go to the movie theaters, do these certain things, if you want to keep your job, take it. Instead of like going and putting it and sticking it inside of you, man. They want you to submit to them. Submit to what? The beast system. That's what's going on. And that's what you're going to do with the Krog and the beast, which is right after this. That's the next step. Because as all this is going on, we can't forget that the U.S. dollar is about to crash, man. That's what everything's going, what? Digital. Everything is, cardless, contactless payments. Literally just take your card, you swipe it over the thing, and you pay for it. You don't got to insert the chip no more. You just got to swipe your chip above the little thing. All of that technology is gonna be inside of a radio frequency identification chip, which they're gonna place inside of your hand. But they're gonna want you to say, okay, I want to take this. They're not gonna literally, okay, let me grab him up, put it. Nah. Esau, he deals with you being submissive, man. He wants you to basically denounce your beliefs, but denounce your God, your power. So these are the times that we're approaching, man. All right, so let's read on down. It says, behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and he shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I'll give thee a crown of life. So if we got to die for this thing, man, we got to remember these words. Our Lord Yahweh Shah said, listen, be faithful to death, and I'm going to give you a crown of life. Literally a crown, and also everlasting life, immortality, joy and peace and prosperity and happiness. That's coming for the elected nation of Israel, man. Right? Verse 11. He that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death. You see, because all of this is happening before World War III. Because we know what's about to pop off. World War III, the second death, the nuclear missiles is coming. You know, so people that's going to give in to this beast, you know, and take the mark, which is, you know, the RFID is not the vaccine, right? But we know the vaccine is a prelude to that, right? But those that overcome is not going to taste of that fire. So people mindset is still stuck on stupid. They stuck on America, Babylon the Great. You know, they're drunk with the wine of Babylon. So that's why they're going to take the max. They're going to take the charagma because they want to prolong their life here. But as it's written, her days shall not be prolonged. You know, speaking about Babylon and Great. So we got to prepare to lose everything, man. Simple like that. Let's get this. It's 2 Corinthians 5:7. For we walk by faith, not by sight. So that, man, that's the time. It's here. Faith, man. If someone asks you, so what you gonna do? Faith. You know, you can't. What do you lose your job? Faith. You know, we gotta pay your bill. Faith. How you gonna eat? Faith. That's how we gonna eat and drink, and have shelter and clothes. You know, faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's all we can say, man. You know, people wanna, you know, oh, where you gonna go, man? Faith, man. I do not know where I'm going. We're walking by faith, not by sight. You know, so these are times that we in, man. All right, so I'm in it right there, and I just pray you was edified to spread the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. A quick, straight to the point lesson, right? We got measured out of time. Matter of fact, one more precept. This always happens through the Spirit. You know, them angels, man. Call Lime La Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We're going to 1 Peter 4:7, because we got to remember this, right? The end of all things is what? 1 Peter 4:7. But the end of all things is at hand. Be therefore sober and watch unto prayer. These are times to be sober, clear-minded, and watch. Be on your watch unto prayer. Not the time to be parlaying and, you know, being drunk with the wine of Babylon, right? We got to be sober, clear-minded, man. Also reading the scriptures, because our adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walk about seeking whom may devour. Saying is out here, man, trying to sift brothers out, sift sisters out the truth, you know? But we got to endure, because the end of all things is at hand. So we got to remember this. Esau, your kingdom is through. America about to get burnt up with fire and brimstone. You know what I'm saying? So it's no taking the max, and then there's no taking the C. Because if you take the chip, I would just say it. If you take that, Revelation the 14th chapter, you're going to taste of that heat. You know, so those that overcome should not be hurt of the second death. And we got to walk by faith in these last days, not by sight, man. Evil E is a mad scientist. You know, the hour of temptation not in him, but we got to just have full faith and trust. Matter of fact, one more. See, that's spiritual, right? I got one more through the Spirit. Psalms 118. We got to have full trust and faith in our power, man. Psalms 118. Let's start at verse 1. Oh, give thanks unto Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, for he is good, because his mercy endure forever. Let Israel now say that his mercy endure forever. Let the house of Aaron now say that his mercy endure forever. Let them now that fear the Lord, Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, say that his mercy endure forever. I called upon Yahweh by Shem Yahushua in distress. See, during them times, we're gonna be distressed, man. You know, we're gonna have the feeling of anxiety. You know, we're gonna be losing things, and we're like, oh crap, man, I'm catching mad hell right now. Damn, I lost my job. I'm about to get evicted, you know, stuff like that. But then we gotta call upon Yahweh by Shem Yahushua in distress. You know, and these words are gonna comfort us. Right? So it says, I called upon Yahweh by Shem Yahushua in distress. Yahweh by Shem Yahushua answered me and set me in a large place. Yahweh by Shem Yahushua is on my side. I will not fear. What can man do unto me? If the Lord is with you, what can man really do unto you, man? Because the Most High is in full control. You know, what can they do? Verse 7. Yahweh by Shem Yahushua taketh my part with them that help me. Therefore shall I see my desire upon them that hate me. And all these Edomites, wicked Israelites, heathens that hate us, we're going to see them get destroyed, man. We're going to watch them burn and fall flat to their face. Verse 8. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man. And that's what people do. They put in confidence in man and not the Most High. You know? So it says what? It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man. It is better to trust in the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, than to put confidence in princes. Right? So we got to have trust and faith in our power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and he will guide us and protect us during these perilous times. So I'm in it right there through the Spirit. I pray he's edified. I want to give Kohan Laim La Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem, SHAQADAN, double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, peace and salutation, mercy, blessings to the house of David, the elect, the tabernacle of David, you know, the 1/3, the believers in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the men, women, and children that believe, man. Right? Shalom. With that, I'm going to say shalom. Shalom.